can make out Georgia were in the tier 3 in this Nations League, as what I can make out. So look, as John Giles always said, every game is played on the grass. There's no game played on paper, and you have to treat each game, the away leg and the home game, you treat it with respect. You always give your opponent respect, irrespective of what they've done before, and you treat them with respect. You don't fear them, irrespective of who you're playing. And as the game is played on the grass, as the saying goes, and that's just the way it is. That's the professional outlook you'll have to have, and you teach each game and its merits. But again, you have to look at it, and you're hoping, and that you're going to try and maybe get control of the game, maybe get a couple of goals. But I would be looking to win both games and maybe bring in a few subs. Is it 5 subs you're allowed now? I think I'm open to question on that, and just use this to win both games, bring in a few subs, and then progress to the next round of qualifying, which will be meeting a tougher team.
Yeah, I fully agree with you there, Paul. Look, obviously you have to respect your opponents. I mean, they're in the playoff as well, and with the only thing is, Paul, I think we have a huge advantage coming from League A. Now, I know we got relegated, but to be fair, we're playing tougher opposition. And Georgia were playing opposition that we would beat 9 times out of 10 as well, comfortably. So we're playing them now. Obviously away from home, the first leg on Friday night. Look, as I keep saying it, I don't know how to maybe sound cocky or anything, but look, we beat them 9-0 in the qualifying round the last time, I think.
I was hoping to have improved now, because now they've gone through a lot of these nations. Maybe 3-4 years ago, their women's team wouldn't be as strong, wouldn't be developed. So every year, in fairness, and I know nothing about them, but that applies to everyone. They're all improving. Now Ireland are improving too, of course, and there's squad depth and all that. And we don't know who to have with them, but there will be improvement. But you take each day, you go and do a professional job, you try and get in top, you try and get the goals, and then that, if you get a couple of goals, then that allows you to make. And I'd be interested, if they get a couple of goals, either home or away, will Eileen Gleeson, the full-time professional manager, will she bring in a few subs, or how will she react to that? That's just how I'm interested now, because now we go back to the start of the conversation. I would have a slight doubt about what she did when she didn't do with the goalkeepers last year, but I'll be watching that in those games.
Yeah, but I think make a few subs, get people out of the grass. I think also one thing we must be careful of is discipline. Yes. We don't want to get stupid red, yellow cards or red cards in these two games against the opposition. We should be beaten comfortably. Yes, I know. Look, at take a point. They've obviously improved as well, and not so long ago ourselves, we were probably maybe not in this position as bad, but a good few years ago, Paul, teams will be playing Ireland and we can beat these no bother. But that just shows the improvements we have been made over the last, say, 10 years or even more. So look, be professional, get the job done. Don't do any stupid yellow, red cards, and probably include Katie McCabe in this. I don't think she's carrying any cards into this.
Not sure.
I'm not sure myself, but you would hope that she keeps her discipline now, Paul. It does particularly in the home game, maybe the away game, but if the home game is a game where we're winning comfortably, I would say even not start her at all, or maybe just bring her off after, give her the first half. But she doesn't need to get. She's sometimes a bit too hot-headed. Sometimes I find it's too up for it. And like for example, Paul, she gave her stupid yellow card against Sweden.
Sorry for putting the question. That's a brilliant point. Discipline is a key part of being a top professional as well. It isn't just obviously your technical ability, your temperament for the nerve, but also your discipline and how to control yourself. And when you're maybe an opposition player might be mouthing to you, or might be going with a few late tackles. But discipline and control of discipline, that's a key element of being a top professional player as well. It's just as important as your technical ability and your temperament.
Yeah, that's for sure. Katie McCabe got suspended for the England game after a yellow card she got against Sweden away. We lost the game 1-0 away from home. But it was not a needless, Paul. It was she probably felt that the Swedish player was on the break, just inside the halfway line. But I think she had cover, so there's no need to make the foul. And she got a yellow card, and she missed the England game for that. Now, obviously, I think she was back for the French game, and I don't know. Did she get a yellow card? And I'm not sure about the yellow cards. I'm not sure do yellow cards count from the group phase into the playoff phase. I'm not sure about that. We probably need clarity on that. But having said that, it's against Georgia. Katie McCabe shouldn't be getting any yellow cards in either game, because we want her available for the playoff round. When I don't want to sound too cocky. I suppose we can because the players can't. But when we do beat Georgia of these two games, which we should be doing, The next game would be much more tougher. I think it's Wales or Slovakia, if I'm not mistaken, Paul, is on the other side of the draw. So that's going to be a much tougher side. So we would be expected from a team from League A. I know we got relegated, but we would be expected to go through both ties. Georgia
you made a great point here. If I was the manager of Georgia, I would be saying, I am the coach from League A. This gets stuck into them. Going with a few late tackles. That's what I would do. Now, maybe that's just me. But do you know what I mean? So they have to be ready for that tour.
But we would have done this in the past to other teams. When we were saying that no hopers, we would make it as tough as possible for them at all. Even old league, old cup games in the professional sports, the men's, the FA Cup, home tie, big boys are coming in, cold showers, the tight dressing rooms. Everton just mess up their day and give them as hard as possible a day as possible before they get on the pitch. But it's all about your quality. In the end, the Irish quality should count here, Paul. To be quite honest, they should get the job done in both games. This is the expectation now that we have, that this team has qualified for World Cup, has got to League A and the Nations League, has been stepping up all the time. And the Euros now is the one thing that we need to get. We should at least qualified for the Euros last time. Many people felt we didn't. We came back and qualified for the World Cup. Now is trying to get to the Euros. And I think, Paul, this team is capable of getting to numerous tournaments over the next couple of years, but we have to go out and prove it on the pitch.
Yeah. So, we'll finish up now, but I'm looking for 2 victories on both those games, and I want no suspensions, no yellow cards, definitely no red cards, and obviously no injuries. So again, that we looking to the manager and her medical staff, because the players are coming in after the weekend. They were all playing matches, and they'll have to examine them. But even on the pitch, they'll have to watch that too, because you're looking down the road to next November. You don't want a player getting injured, like carrying enough. So that's all part and parcel of being a professional coach and her team behind her with that. So I want 2 comprehensive victories, or good victories. Bring on a few subs, hopefully, if we get 2 or 3 or 4 goal leads, if it happens that way. No suspension, no yellow cards, no red cards, and no injuries. That's what I'm looking for. I'll give you the final word.
Yeah, Paul, that's what we're looking for. 2 comprehensive victories. If you ask me for prediction, maybe you said yourself, Georgia points have improved. I would still go for the 4 or 5-0, Paul, to be honest with, and the away game there in Georgia on Friday. Because that's what we'll be expecting now, to be fair. Maybe they might even score a few more. It all depends. If we get an early goal, probably could kill them. But I think I'll go on 4 or 5-0, and then we could hammer them at home. So look, that's where we are at the moment. I remember that's where we are at the moment in terms of George. Yes, give them respect, but they'll get stuck into us. Take the 8, and then your quality on the pitch will count. And then once you get a couple of goals, then their spirit will break, and then you can just pass it around and take players off that that might be carrying a little bit of an injury, they might have got a bit of a knock. Rest up your players, go again on next Tuesday on the 29th, and then go in there and get prepared right in now for the other playoff in November, I think, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah. Now, just a final word, do you know it's a home game at the Tallaght Stadium? Do you know, or is it? I have any idea.
I'm not. I presume it is Tallaght Stadium, Paul. I haven't heard anything about the Aviva or Cork Q, so I presume it is Tallaght Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I would just notice the under-21 men that play some of the games down in Cork, and they get it's a small. I know it's a smaller.
Turner's Cross, yeah.
Huge crowd, but there's a great atmosphere down there. But look, I presume that I think they play the games in Tallaght anyway. Most of the games anyway. Just to find out what we finish with.
Yeah. Look, Tallaght for the last numerous years has been that the Irish Women's home, and to be honest, they've had the big occasion, of course, against Northern Ireland at the Aviva, and I think they played Sweden as well. Lansdowne Road before the old style, yeah, Lansdowne Road, and then they played because I think that the Lansdowne Road wasn't available. They played a game in Cork, and that was a great occasion. Paul Denise got the first goal. They played really well, and they showed the progression to the head. We've been saying that they were playing decent enough through that group in the League A. They gave away some very silly goals. The French game cost us, the Swedish game cost us 1-0 in both games away from home. And the game against England, we didn't really make it tough enough for them in the first half, and we're always chasing us. That was a great performance. I know a lot of the French team was rested, but you still have to go out and beat them. It's still on paper. I know ever since I played the games I played on paper, but on paper that French squad was still very good. We're playing still for top clubs. We went out and we beat them 3-1, and that was a great occasion. And we're going in full of confidence now from that game, because if we'd got finished up the Nations League campaign in League 8, we're losing all games, would be a bit downer. Now, to be fair, Paul, we all sort of predicted that they probably would lose all games, but fair play to them. They won that French game at home 3-1, and we're now going into full of confidence. We're in against 2 games against Georgia that we should be beating and going into the